Oh, there's the pit.
Okay,
there's the pit.
They're trying to pit it there, try to get it to come around.
The suspect trying to make her way back out. Okay, so they have.
Welcome to Viral Twist. When you steal a cop car but forget, it comes with a full police squad behind you. You won't believe how it ends.
Yeah, g'day, Sandra. We're still trying to confirm that this is the stolen sheriff's vehicle we're looking for. It came across the scanner as a deputy saying, somebody's jumped in my vehicle. It turned out to be an African-American female. And the deputy was reporting that they were now pursuing, or he was in another deputy's vehicle, and they were pursuing his own vehicle. Their concern is there is a loaded shotgun inside this vehicle, and that's their concern. And we're currently in off Delamo Boulevard here.
Delamo Boulevard, and where
Sandra.
are we? In Carson at this point? I know this started in Compton from what we can gather from information on the scanners at this point. We are looking at what looks like the rooftop number 743 of that stolen cruiser, and clearly this is a very concerning situation. And you had mentioned, Justin, that those deputies hopped in another cruiser.
A little difficult to with so many sheriff's vehicles out here to actually nail down which one it is. There's a number, I believe it's 743, so I'm trying to locate that.
All right, so this all happened, according to what we know so far, at around 1:30 this afternoon in the Compton area. This came across the sheriff deputy scanner that a suspect, a female African-American, took a patrol car, a cruiser, from a sheriff's deputy. I believe they were in a parked situation. We, of course, don't know the details at this point, but then once they realized that she had allegedly taken this cruiser and started leaving the scene, the deputies jumped into another cruiser behind and is in pursuit of that vehicle right now. The big concern, there's loaded shotgun in that vehicle. Obviously, we don't know whether it is locked up for storage, as usually they are in these types of situations where it is in a patrol vehicle. But clearly, that is a big concern right now. And of course, deputies want to make sure they track down this female suspect and this driver. And what is the big unknown as well is, look at the erratic driving right now that we're looking at, and a lot of the people who are driving on the road as well, fellow motorists, they have no idea that this is a stolen cruiser from a sheriff's deputy. And right now they're just seeing that this cruiser is going at a high rate of speed, 105 miles per hour right now, according to what we're clocking on Skyfox. And clearly this is a dangerous situation just in terms of driving a vehicle that fast, and also not knowing for other motorists around them that this is in fact not a sheriff deputy behind the wheel of this cruiser right now. So anything erratic is just the certainly the big unknown right now. And again, as you mentioned, the fact that there are weapons inside this vehicle, it's the big concern. But we did see, as you pulled out earlier from that shot when we were just over Long Beach, we did see several other cruisers in pursuit of the suspect, as well as I thought I saw a motor officer on a bike as well. Okay, there you see in pursuit right there, a couple of more sheriff deputies following and hopefully catching up to that suspect. But again, we're marking this vehicle as 743 in terms of the rooftop number. There is a red flashing light on top of it as well. Again, this all started at 1:30 in the Compton area, I believe. A female suspect jumping into that cruiser and then taking off in it. And so clearly we don't know the motive at this point, and we don't know what the situation is. But again, now going into the Long Beach area, Kevin, what else can you tell us?
Yeah, you can see as we're starting to approach the 605 freeway, the CHP has also been notified about this pursuit as well, that it is a stolen black and white, that it still has its weapons in the vehicle. But you can see the person who stole this vehicle, the lights, so at least the lights and sirens are on, or at least the lights are on, we can tell. The lights are on, but speeds approaching, going back and forth here between about 90 to 100 miles an hour, staying in that lane as we go eastbound on the 605 freeway here, actually eastbound on the 91 freeway. And once again, looking at the maps ahead, traffic very light all the way through to the 5 freeway. So you can see there are other officers that are trying to catch up to this, to stay with it, but there are 2 airships over this. There's 2 LA sheriff's airships above this, and I believe I heard that possibly there was a CHP airship that was taking off as well, and they are out of Fullerton. So they will be approaching Fullerton here very soon as well.
Are those speeds correct? It's clocking 112 miles per hour now?
Yes, that is correct. Both what SkyTrack you see is tracking it as, and that is exactly what the airship and the ground units are calling out as well. So those are real speeds there. Speeds going up and down, going from 90 to 100, 115 miles at some points here. But that is the correct speed that you see up in the upper right-hand corner of your screen right there.
Kevin, thank you. I want to quickly say a big thank you to Sandra Endo, who brought you this coverage just a few minutes ago when we jumped on the air. She is signing off for the day. She's been here, of course, since very early this morning. So it's Marla Tejas here on the desk as we are now just hit 2 o'clock. Kevin Takumi with me to cover this pursuit of a stolen L.A. County Sheriff's deputy cruiser. This is the second time that this has happened in less than a week. It was 6 days ago that we saw the other one play out in the Antelope Valley. That one turned deadly. This one on the 91 East, as it has been for a long time now, from L.A. County now into Orange County. You just mentioned the exits we've passed, and our Extreme Nav technology shows us that we're just passing East Street, Raymond Avenue in Orange County, Kevin. We're also getting word from officials that even though that there are weapons locked up, even though that this female suspect behind the wheel, as we're now off the 91, we exited here. It looks like Raymond Avenue as we're skirting on by. It's come to a stop. Trying to get by these vehicles, Kevin. We understand that it takes a whole other set of keys to unlock where those weapons are within the cruiser. So in other words, this suspect would not have access to those weapons that are locked up, which of course is a huge relief.
Yeah, that is a good sign. You see, now we're getting off into surface streets again here. We're northbound on Raymond. We're in the Anaheim and Fullerton kind of areas. Suspect is driving back and forth using the opposite lanes of traffic here and keeping up those speeds there on these surface streets. Now we're making a turn going westbound on Orangethorpe, and that's going to keep us just north of the 91 freeway here, but moving back westbound. And like I said, this is going to run us alongside in the Fullerton area north of the 91 freeway. We'll be passing through the Fullerton Municipal Rail Yard where they do pickups for Amtrak and whatnot. But you see speeds 90 miles an hour here. We are still on surface streets going by cars that are going about 35 miles an hour.
Yeah, so it's East Commercial Street.
Airship's trying to get the ground units into this here and trying to see, because this is kind of like a dead end area here. This is a dead end. The only way, I'm trying to look at the map here, the only way they kind of might be able to come back out. So they have also authorized the pit earlier in this pursuit. So this is coming up to a dead end. The airship is calling a dead end up ahead here because it's going to come up to the train tracks. So there's
Obviously,
not going to be much more of this.
Yeah, because clearly the suspect doesn't know that she is headed toward a dead-end street. So we're going to see how this all plays out. As you saw the black and white, there's that dead end now into this yard here of, I'm not sure which kind of, some sort of a construction lumber yard, perhaps. You see the work trucks.
Yeah, we're in a commercial.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, they're in a commercial yard and zigzagging through this commercial yard here,
trying to find their way out.
And yeah, just trying to find her way out now, kind of parallel on the railroad tracks there almost, and then cut back out. And still, they're talking about setting up a containment of everything here. Okay, it's about almost getting stuck in the dirt here. So they're trying to block off the exit to make sure that she is not able to get out of this. Hopefully, they're going to try to contain this in the yard here.
I hope so. I hope that they've now blocked off the entranceway with other black and whites. It's going to be. They've just.
Okay.
Nope. Of course, we've seen that multiple times. And they were not able to block off the entranceway. So while we thought that was going to be a surefire way to end this, it doesn't. Oh, there's the pit.
Okay,
there's the pit.
They're trying to pit it there, try to get it to come around.
The suspect trying to make her way back out. Okay, so they have. So now they've got the suspect surrounded right now.